And here we go with a redo because apparently the first edition had no audio. Lol. Yeah, so here we go, rocking and rolling as the game's just getting underway, looking at how everything closed final as far as all of the lines are concerned. Starting off, going rapid fire, and we'll throw in my bold prediction, which of course wasn't included either because there was no audio. Yay. Game number one, Kansas City Chiefs against Tennessee Titans. Of course, Mahomes getting the start, even with a kneecap. Neither team really getting anything going as Kansas City winning one and Tennessee losing one. Line open at 3, current line 6.5. 70% of the spread think the Chiefs are going to take it. 80% of the money spread think the Chiefs are, and 74% going with the over under at 49.5. Bills at Browns. Final line was line of 3. Line opened at 2.5. Buffalo on a winning streak of 1 game. Cleveland losing 4 in a row. 62% of the spread think Cleveland. 55% of the money spread, 35% of the money also think Cleveland. Over and under 73% going with the over. The Bruce Arians Bowl at Tampa Bay. Finally, the Bucs back home after the road trip from hell. Both teams on a losing streak. Arizona 2, Bucs 4. Line opened at 5.5, remaining static at 5.5. 72% think of the spread think the Cardinals can pull things out. 80% of the money going on the Bucs, and 79% going with the over. Dumpster fire game number 1, Giants at Jets. Lord, some of these matchups today. Both teams on a losing streak. Giants losing 5, Jets losing 3. 55% of the spread pulling for the Jets, Jets. 64% of the spread also going for the Jets. 75% think it's the over. Line opened at 1.5. Current 3. Falcons at the New Orleans Saints. Obvious losing and winning streaks, very opposite directions. New Orleans, of course, winning 6 in a row. Atlanta losing also 6 in a row. Line open at 13, bumped up a little bit to a 13.5. 61% of the spread going for New Orleans. 98% of the money ka-ching also going for New Orleans. 83% think it's going to be the over. Baltimore at Cincinnati. The Bungles, of course, riding the 8-game losing streak. Baltimore with the 4-game winning streak. Line opening at 10, settling at 10.5. 64% of the spread going for the Ravens. 98% ka-ching going for the Ravens. 69% think it's going to be the over. This is my intergalactic reverse lock of the week. I'm picking Cincinnati Bungles because why? Emotional high for the Baltimore Ravens, and I think they're looking past Cincinnati, focusing on the Texans, and that could quite possibly bite them on the bum. ATS, maybe even money. Should be interesting. We'll see in just a little short while as everything is now official and underway at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Carolina Panthers, Green Bay Packers, one of the late games. Carolina, neither team really doing anything either way. Carolina 1-game winning streak, Green Bay 1-game losing streak after that craptastic effort last week. We all know why some Packers may have been partying just a little bit much there. Yeah, line open at -7, now current -5. Spread 59% for the Packers, 80% money, and 83% think it's going to be the over. Lions and Bears, oh my, another wonderful matchup. Both teams losing streak. Detroit 1, Chicago losing 4. Line open at 3.5, current 6.5. Betting trend 66% going for Chicago, 75% money, and 75% think it's going to be the under for one of the first unders we've seen where everyone think it's going to be under. Yeah, it's probably because the Bears offense sucks just that bad. Another dumpster fire game just on one side of the ball. Miami going to Indianapolis. Of course, Brissett not going to play, but even against a backup quarterback, I think the Colts are going to cover this one, even with the line opening at 15.5 and going all the way down to 10.5. Neither team really going anywhere. Miami winning one, of course, finally getting off the schneid. Last week, Indianapolis losing one. 62% of the spread going for Miami, 60% of the money, however, going for the Colts, and 86% going for the over. Rams and Steelers, another late game. Rams winning 2, Steelers winning 3. Recent games, line open 3.5, current line -4. 74% think Rams, 75% think money, and 59% think it's going to be over. Not a lot of confidence in these Steelers. And the first of 2 prime time games closing the week out, going to be Vikings against the Cowboys. Yeah, it's Kirk Cousins. It's a prime time game. Winning streak 2 for Dallas. Jason Garrett feeling a little bit less pressure for the first time in all year in the season. Feeling a little bit easier there in Dallas, if one can ever feel easy in Dallas. Line open at 3, current line -3. 55% of the spread going for the boys. 55% of the money also going for the boys, and 54% think it's going to be an under. Yeah, I'm picking Dallas just because it's primetime game, and we all know about Kirk in prime time. I don't mean Deion Sanders in this case. And the final game of Week 10, Seahawks against the Niners. Primetime game is definitely better than the early games, folks. You. Seattle and San Francisco, both games on a winning streak. Seattle winning 2. Yeah, one of them was against the Bucs. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was fun. San Francisco winning 8. Line opened at 6, now 6.5. Spread 58% going for Seattle. 75% of the money on the Seahawks, and 85% think it's going to be an over, with that number at 47.5. So, just a quick rundown. Of course, my intergalactic reverse lock is definitely going to be the Bungles, because I think the Ravens are looking ahead to the Texans, and that can bite them in the bum. Once again, ATS, maybe even money. We'll see. So, you have to find something interesting. Is this the storylines are just, yeah? How many times can you talk about Mitchell Trubisky? It's just, yeah, that was really stupid. And wonder if anybody will see any ghosts up there in New York this week. Okay, so here's hoping your picks come up winners. Your fantasy teams don't suck as bad as mine do. And I'm out, and hopefully we had audio this time. GTO to the end of the. Ciao for now. Next update should be sometime in between the late games ending and Sunday night football starting. See you later.